Hey everybody. Today I want to talk about the 5 ways we are being manipulative without even knowing it. But if you are new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you are subscribed. Most of us have felt manipulated by someone at one point or another in our lives. The ways we may be being manipulative without even realizing it. Let's dive into it. On one passive aggression, most of us didn't grow up in a family where clear and direct communication was supported, to meaning that we usually had to stuff our feelings down because it didn't feel safe or supported to express them. And in all of this unhealthy and indirect communication leaves us not knowing how to do it in our own life. For example, let's say I really don't want to go with George to that work event because I'm too tired. Well, if I don't know how to communicate that to him directly, I could drag my feet, make us super late, or really any other indirect way of making the work event not happen, or at least make him miserable for making me go. So instead of trying to manipulate someone into doing what you really want, try telling them directly. Sure, I know it's uncomfortable. I promise you it will feel so much better. 2. Art of suggestion. When meeting up with a friend for dinner, instead of telling them that we're tired and would prefer to meet closer to our side of town, and ask if they wouldn't mind coming this way, we suggest a place by our house that we thought they would really want to check out. Of course, it's completely okay to be tired and not want to drive another hour after work, but if we don't tell our friend that, we aren't giving them the ability to do us that favor. And then, because they have done us that favor, we can thank them. But sometimes when we manipulate others into giving in to our way, and a small shift like that, from forcing to allowing and then thanking, can honestly make all the difference. Number 3 is playing the victim. 3. Playing the victim. In order to get people to do what we want, we could even start crying in order to keep our friend at our house, or we could exaggerate how bad we are feeling to get more sympathy. Now, I know we all need love and support, but there isn't anything wrong with simply telling your friends and family that we need it. That way we are acknowledging how we feel and what we need, and we're communicating it. It is good for the health of our relationships, which is just so great. 4. Lying. I don't mean lying outright. Is when we say we are going to do something or show up for someone, and if we were being honest, we don't really have any intention of doing it. We could have even made a deal with them previously in order to get our way in that previous situation. For example, let's say I didn't feel like doing my laundry, so I told George that if he did mine this time, then I would do his the next 2 times. But I never followed through. In fact, I never planned on doing his laundry. I just didn't want to do mine last time, and I'd do anything to get out of it. So make sure when we offer to do something in the future, that we actually intend on doing it and we follow through. 5. Stonewalling. Stonewalling is defined as a refusal to communicate or cooperate, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's super manipulative. By being silent and not answering calls, texts, messages, or not speaking when they ask how we are trying to force them to bend to our will. Being silent doesn't actually get us anywhere, and it can only aggravate the issue, possibly turning a small disagreement into weeks of radio silence. Now, the best way to deal with disagreements or upsets is to meet up. In person is preferred if it's at all possible. Be aware of the ones that you do the most is the first step towards becoming a better friend, partner, and relative. Then, we just have to try our best. That's important. Just try our best to communicate what it is we want or need, and trust that they will rise to the occasion. Now, I do also have to mention that relationships are give and take, and if we are constantly asking for things from those in our life and never returning the favor, that's not healthy either.